All right, welcome back into Sports Drive, everybody. Joining us now, former Tascosa Rebel and current TCU Horned Frog basketball player, Hadi. And Hadi, thanks so much for making the time and coming on the show. We appreciate you, making it. I know you guys got that busy schedule, but thanks for coming on and talking to us a little bit about the team.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Once again, Shahada Wells from TCU, and I got to ask you, one of the big things over the last few days, over the last week or so, was that win you guys had against Kansas, and you had an incredible performance in that game. One of, I imagine, the best moments of your basketball career. Just talk to me about that game, the emotions coming after it, and just how you're able to have such an incredible performance.
The emotions for the game were just high for me, man. I was super happy to be there. It's always been a dream of mine, of me and my brothers, just to be playing at Kansas. We used to watch them all the time on TV, them versus Duke, North Carolina. So just to be there just was an exciting moment for me. It was really a blessing to actually perform how I performed, which I knew I could always perform like that, but I just needed a chance. And Coach seen something in me, and I just shined through whatever he gave me, the minutes he gave me.
Not just on the offensive end, but also, 4 steals as well. You had kind of that all-around performance, and how do you feel like you'd characterize that? I mean, would you say it was the best game you've ever played, just considering the level of competition? I mean, you're talking about the number 2 team in the country you were going up against, and you really were one of the stars in that game.
Yeah, I feel like it was a lot of competition in that game. Being the number 2 team, I feel like that was one of the best games. And then 2 years ago when I played OSU versus Cade Cunningham, that was a good game. I had to, offensively and defensively. So it was just a huge game for me and the team as well.
And, I'm curious to hear a little bit about, the TCU program as well, because this year has been a really special one for you guys. I think it was the first time you guys were tabbed, Big 12 favorites going into the year, and I think it was the third time ever that you guys were even in the preseason poll in terms of ranking. And it seems like for TCU as a whole, this year has kind of been a renaissance for the sports teams at TCU in terms of kind of a coming out party in some ways. And you guys have just taken sports at TCU to the next level. What do you feel like's really led to that jump in performance, performing at this high level at TCU?
I would just say everybody is brought in from all sports. Really just the standout 2 sports that I see right now is football, basketball, man. They were just brought in. They seen basketball could do it, and just the impact we had on the campus, on everybody. And they went to the national championship, and I just feel like us as a team, we're just all brought in. So, everybody is just as one, as a team.
You mentioned, you've been there for a few years now. Last year, you guys make the NCAA tournament for just the second time since this what do you call it, every 1,000 years millennium. You guys made it for just the second time since 1999, and this year you guys are poised to do it again and maybe make a big run in the NCAA tournament. What's it been like from your perspective to kind of see that growth from the program, and what do you feel like has been something you guys have really, whether it be gotten better at or improved on, or has just led to this guys to your guys playing so well this year?
Like last year, we were almost about offense last year. That's all we talked about. But this year we're both defense and offense, and I just feel like it's an amazing thing to just get that far last year, and for us to have something good going now, and beating Kansas, beating OU, beating all these teams that we're beating, and I feel like we just have something special. So that's what Coach always tells us. We have something special. We can do something special, and just us staying together, we can make it a far way.
Do you feel like the culture's changed at all from when you look back at your time as a freshman to now?
Yes. Being at TJC, just a lot of things have changed. The campus-wise, school-wise, just the culture in general, like you say, has changed for me.
And, as far as, Coach Dixon goes, just what has your relationship with him kind of been like, and what can you say about the job he's kind of done with the program and turning them into, one of the close to one of the 10 best teams in the country? You guys almost have broken that spot in the rankings.
The relationship for me and him, like I told him when I first came here, I just wanted a better relationship with my coaches, just being able to talk to him at times whenever I needed. I had a lot of family issues. People died, deaths, stuff like that. I just wanted a coach that I could actually come to for advice, talk to, anything, just whatever I needed. And Coach Dixon is one of those people, including the other staff on the team.
And for you guys have had a kind of a gauntlet to run through, over the course of the last really 2 or 3 weeks. Even beyond that, the teams you've had to play, a lot of ranked opponents. You guys have had your ups and downs in terms of wins and losses. But what have you made about how the team's kind of performed as a whole over the course of the last few weeks?
I'm really proud of us, man. Our rebounding has got better, our defense has got better, and I just feel like every game in the Big 12 is going to be tough, man. You see it's close games every game. So it's like you got to play your heart out. It's the toughest team wins. That's what Coach always tells us. The toughest team, the smartest team, the team that just wants it more.
Yeah, and you guys have had those matchups. Obviously, you guys kind of, we talked about you beating Kansas. You guys take down Kansas State. You guys have a really close game, both with Texas and Iowa State in there, and another close one between Baylor. You mentioned it being tough every night. Just really, how much of a grind is it? Talking about playing, close game night after night, it's coming down to the wire each of those times, and you guys having to fight as hard as you do to scrap out these victories.
Like you say, night after night, man, we're just having to fight. Like Coach tells us, and like we tell each other, it's play by play. Just every play, let's see who wins the play, and we want to be the ones to win the play. So to win the game, that's what it's going to be in the Big 12. In college basketball, period, you have to win every play, every hustle play, every rebound. You have to just go out and give it your all.
All right. Well, Shahada, thanks so much for making the time and coming on the show. You guys have some big matchups coming up. Obviously, that rematch with West Virginia at the end of the month is going to be big. Oklahoma State, you guys will be traveling down there for that matchup. Of course, 6 hours away from here if anyone wants to make the drive. So thanks so much for making the time and coming on the show. Best of luck the rest of the season, and hopefully we can do this again soon and talk to you more about the season you're having and the team.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely. Well, thanks so much. That's it for Sports Drive today. Thank you all for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow. We'll see you then.